Welcome to the Dayton Business Spotlight, your source for what's now, what's new, and what's next in the Dayton business community. And now, here's your host, Phil Herzing.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of the Dayton Business Spotlight. If you're in business or if you've ever been involved in business, you know that business doesn't just happen by itself. Businesses need help in order to run their operations better and to find out what their next opportunities are. And today we're here with a local Dayton business owner that is an expert in this area. I'm with Marge Murphy of Acadia Lead Management Services. Thanks for joining us, Marge.
Well, thanks, Phil, for having me today.
Tell us a little bit about Acadia.
Acadia is a unique company in that we provide lead qualification services to many companies, both in the technical arena as well as commercial industries. We uncover sales opportunities, and while we're doing so, we also provide market insights back to our clients. So strategically, they can fill their sales pipeline and at the same time uncover market research information so that they can grow their businesses.
Now, Marge, I know you have an interesting story as to how Acadia got started. Could you share that, please?
Certainly. I was born and brought up in Yonkers, New York. I was never going to leave the New York area, but I ended up moving to Dayton, Ohio in 1998. In 1999, I began doing some consulting work for a large manufacturing firm, doing lead qualification and lead prospecting for them. They eventually wanted me to branch out and do more of this type of work, and I was able to uncover a wonderful resource of talent in the Dayton area. Many were stay-at-home professionals who had once worked for large corporations and were now looking to do part-time work from their home on a virtual basis, but still continue to use their professional experience. That resource really catapulted Acadia and helped in our tremendous growth over the past many years. In addition, the support that I've been able to obtain from the business community in Dayton really brought me to the point that I am in my business. And I can honestly say to you today, Phil, had it not been for the Dayton community, the talent pool that we have here, and the business support that we have, I would not be in business today.
Well, now, you've got an interesting product. Other people are doing what you're doing. How are you different from them?
I think the best way to illustrate how we're different is through an actual customer story. Many clients will come to us with a great amount of data, be it sales data, marketing information. They're really looking to marry that data so they can understand who their potential clients are and where they need to be growing in their industry or new market segments. One particular client came to us right after they had had a company merger. They had two databases with varying information, and they asked Acadia to become involved in order to evaluate and review both their sales data and their marketing data so that we could profile and model who their current customers were, who their best candidates were, and how their marketing could then reach out to those candidates. We worked with that company for over 12 months, profiling their customers, helping them increase sales revenue, increase market share, and have a better understanding of their marketing strategies.
Well, now, Marge, you started out in Yonkers, New York. That's a world away from Dayton, Ohio. I bet you have an interesting perspective on what it's like to be here in Dayton. Tell me about that.
It was an interesting transition from Yonkers to Dayton, but I have to tell you, Phil, it was one that was extremely positive in my life. It was an apprehensive move for me when I first got here to Dayton. I wasn't sure what to expect. From a community sense, people were extremely welcoming. They were reaching out to help us integrate into the community, feel comfortable, and I really enjoyed those that were living around me. Subsequently, as I got more involved in the business community, and strangely enough to me, that same welcoming environment was there. Very, very different from the New York business environment. Business owners were willing to reach out, help, collaborate with me, mentor me, bring me into networking groups, and help me grow Acadia. Had it not been for that sense of ownership on their part, their willingness to help me grow and expand, I wouldn't have the business that I have today. I wouldn't be experiencing the success that we are. And I truly believe that the Dayton community has been the reason that Acadia has grown to the extent that it has. I look forward to continued growth. I also look forward to sharing my experiences with new entrepreneurs and businesses that are growing as well, and to be able to provide them with what was given to me when I began Acadia.
Thank you so much. That is a wonderful testimonial to one of the finest places to live in America. And I'm so grateful that you've shared your time with us, and I'm so glad for the way Acadia is growing. So thanks for joining us. And thank you for joining us for another edition of the Dayton Business Spotlight. If you can tell one thing, we are very passionate about Dayton, and we have good reason to be. What a wonderful community, and what a great collection of entrepreneurs that we have right here. Thanks for joining us, and please check out our other videos.
You came up with this idea that was unique, that took a lot of time and your talents. That just shows what Dayton's made of, again.